Hey, hello everyone, and welcome to our weather update on Friday, the 8th of August 2025. So, it's starting off today with our wind flow map from the well-known wind.com. Of course, you're coming here for the wind flow. So, you can see we have tropical storm Dexter just towards the west and north of the Azores, right there. And that will be coming closer to us for the next couple of days. However, it will be undergoing a rapid filling, a weakening. So therefore, once it does come close to us, it will just be an area of rain and showers. But the key thing to note is that as it comes closer to us, if we run the thing forward here, we can see that through Saturday and into Sunday, this storm, Dexter, becomes weaker and closer to us. However, we see a ridge forming, an area of high pressure in fact, to our south, and it comes over Ireland and the UK to bring not only dry weather, but also warm weather as well. And in some places, especially in the UK, hot weather through next week. And you can see Dexter becomes stuck to our west, and that will help to drag up some really warm to hot air from the southeast. In Ireland, temperatures really about the low to mid 20 Celsius, but in the UK on Tuesday, there's a slight chance that temperatures might reach the mid 30 Celsius. However, that is currently a rather low probability scenario. So moving on now swiftly to the UKV high-res precipitation and cloud forecast. You can see that tonight we're looking at many clear skies in many areas early on. Today has been quite a gusty day. The high pressure is still to our south, and we're seeing still a slight influence from the north. There's an area of low pressure currently to our north around Iceland, just there, and that is steering in quite a gusty southwesterly winds. However, today has been a bright day. Tonight then we'll be seeing this cold front coming southwards of the country, and bringing some quite heavy rain to parts of the northwest of the country. This will be along a line, so a line of squally winds and heavy rain to squall line coming through the early hours in the morning, and by morning that line of heavy rain has reached the Midlands now. Through the day, it will be drifting southeastwards of the country, so by lunchtime, it's turned into showers in the south, and that area of showers and clouds will be clearing the south coast by about 5 p.m. Moving forward into tomorrow night, we see clear skies in many areas. A few wisps of high clouds coming in through the night from the southwest, and by morning, just some patchy rain into the south. By this point, I'll be leaving my county and driving towards the airport on Sunday morning. Sunday itself, then we can see cloud thickening from southwest. So many areas start off dry and bright with hazy sunshine. However, as I said before, cloud will thicken from southwest and lower as well. It'll be followed by some rain. This mainly patchy and light, but some moderate bursts can't be ruled out. This will be a warm front as well, so that will be introducing that warm and humid air mass through Sunday itself. And by that point, by 3 p.m. Sunday, I'll be in the Midlands of the UK, basking in sunshine, wishing I was under this gloom. And sorry, have to say it. And into the evening for Ireland, we see this area of rain with that warm front just edging northwards gradually, and behind that a clearance will follow into the south with some late sunshine. Overnight into the early hours of Monday morning, sun myself down, we can see that this area of rain does transfer towards Scotland and northern England before clearing away. And Monday itself, for many areas of Ireland, we do see a cloudy start, but the cloud will break up to be followed by late sunny spells and just a few wisps of high cloud. Now through the evening, there is uncertainty because an area of instability will be edging in from southwest with this area of cloud. A few showers are marked out there. So depending on how everything comes together on Monday night, we could be seeing a few thunderstorms. These most likely in southern and eastern parts of Ireland, as well as Wales and England in the UK. And these storms will be pushing up towards Scotland, possibly by 6 a.m. Tuesday. Tuesday then, after some cloud in the morning, skies will brighten up readily, and by afternoon, once again, like Monday, long sunny spells, only possibly turned milky by some high clouds, but really, really great summer's day to be out and about, especially since temperatures in Ireland won't be as serenely hot as they'll be in the UK. And going through into Tuesday night, Wednesday morning, we can see just some lower cloud pushing in. That could be a cold front associated with a return of westerly winds. And you can see that through Wednesday, the cloud does come in from more of a westerly direction. So moving on now to the temperature forecasts. Again, this is the high-res UKV for the next 5 days. So tonight, last of the fresher nights really for a while, I think. Actually, Sunday night. No, actually, no. Tonight, tomorrow night fresh. Then from Sunday onwards, it'll be a bit warmer. So lowest temperatures tonight of like 14 or 15 Celsius. That's quite average. Nothing too extreme. And you go into Saturday. Again, pretty standard really. Westerly winds, temperatures. Highs of like 17 to 20 Celsius. As always, with westerly winds, it'll be warmest in the Midlands, east and south. Into tomorrow night, as I said, again, tomorrow night will be the last of the cooler nights, so enjoy that if you enjoy the cooler nights like I do. And you can see lowest temperatures of about 8 to 14 Celsius, getting a bit warmer. That down there is a sign of what's to come, getting a bit warmer towards Munster by morning. Into Sunday itself, still temperatures not really getting too high, about 17 to 21 degrees. I'll be baking in there and like in the mid-20s there, so there you go. And going through into the evening on Sunday night, you can see a lot milder, starting Monday morning about widely at 15 degrees. And Sunday at 9 p.m, when everyone's sort of trying to wind down, it's still around the high teens. Monday, very warm day, so great day to be out and about. Make the most of it. Highs of 20 to 25 degrees widely with long sunny spells, so that's an ideal day. And in the UK, some spots, especially like Cambridgeshire, Norfolk, Suffolk, home counties of London, maybe towards Bristol, down towards Somerset, maybe East Devon, maybe a localised 30 Celsius there. Going into Monday night, this is what I mean by enjoying the cool nights while they're around, because 6 a.m. Tuesday, like Ireland, lows of like 15 to 20 Celsius possibly in Dublin, north of the mountains in Wicklow, with southerly winds, phone effects. And for the UK, I'm going to suffer because I'll be trying to go to bed at 10 p.m. Monday, and it'll still be 26 degrees, 25 degrees in Midlands. Oh, goodness. And even Tuesday, 6 a.m, many areas of like the UK are at 20 degrees or above. And if you have a night where temperatures don't get lower than 20 degrees, it's called a tropical night. So just when we thought summer was over with Storm Florus and the westerly winds, and here we go, we're back to that. We're back to what we saw in July and late June with temperatures. And then moving forward in Tuesday afternoon, for Ireland, again, you're like 20 to 26 degrees, possibly a local 27. Can't be ruled out in parts of the South East Midlands. But many areas of England and Wales between 27 and 34 degrees. I hope to God that this is overdoing it. Because I don't know how I'll survive that. I put a message in the family group chat saying, okay guys, if you want to be cooking on Tuesday, just put it in the garden. Just as effective. Just save on the gas. Go on. And into tomorrow night, into Tuesday night even, Jesus, we can see, it wouldn't be a video with that mistake, would it? It just wouldn't be a video. There's no such thing as a perfect video. There's always a mistake somewhere. There's always a mistake. And into Wednesday morning, it'll be a tad cooler as the wind does start to go into a more westerly direction with lows of about 15 to 16 Celsius. And Wednesday afternoon, temperatures will be lowering from Tuesday's values, thank God. For Ireland, 17 to 22 degrees. For the UK, so many areas of like the Midlands, southern England, and into the east as well, 30 to 32 degrees. But elsewhere, temperatures are lowering from the west. Nevertheless, I do believe that it will stay very warm at least through to the weekend because of slack gradients. I want to show you also the humidity charts coming from the UKV because they'll be interesting. So you can see we got this currently southwesterly winds, so quite high levels of humidity, but since it is cool, it's not too uncomfortable. And you can see go through into Sunday, you can see where the warm front is, where this higher area of humidity is coming in. And through Sunday itself, this does push northwards, so getting muggy through Sunday with that warm front. Now, that humid air does engulf the country. Now, bear in mind that if it's sunny by day, the relative humidity will be decreasing as temperatures do rise. But still, feeling muggy, wind southerly, and Monday night, you can see it is humid, especially in these more western northern areas. So it's sticky, uncomfortable sleeping everywhere you are, really. These higher if there's temperatures, if these were temperatures, I don't know, but these lower levels of humidity in parts of England and Wales here, they're just simply due to the fact that temperatures there will be warmer. So not necessarily not sticky, it would be just as sticky, if not worse, there. You can see generally, very humid air mass, especially on the coasts where temperatures could be lower, and sea fog will be threatening these areas. So anywhere we see a humidity level of 100%, that is where it's foggy, essentially. And we do see this marked contrast here between much cooler, fresher air to the west and more sticky air to the east. That is a cold front, and that will be pushing eastwards through Wednesday itself to reintroduce that cooler, fresher Atlantic airflow, providing relief. Here's the GFS 12Z run. Here we go. So you can see Dexter currently just towards the west of the Azores, and this is the low today. That's bringing some strong winds. That will be pushing a cold front through the country through tonight and tomorrow. So a band of showers, heavy at times, basically, pushing across the country. Then Dexter comes close to us, but ahead of it, we see this ridge inflating from the southwest. That will be the Azores High ridge in. And what we see is a decent Sunday evening, Monday, Tuesday. That ridge to the east, southerly winds, upper air temperatures are looking very warm. In fact, a plus 20 Celsius ice storm could be pushing in towards southern UK through Tuesday and Wednesday. So that would be really hot. But this is only a transitory air mass. It does quickly get pushed aside by this trough to the west, and we end up seeing more westerly airflow by Thursday. It is just a slack westerly airflow, so upper temperatures will also be warm. So quite humid, feeling quite muggy maybe. High teens, many areas reaching the low 20 Celsius and sunshine. But with that, we could be seeing some showers forming heavy at times. And then we go into the mid part of August and beyond. High pressure comes back from the southwest to bring more summer weather. It doesn't end with a 12Z until, does it end? Yeah, it ends a bit around August 22nd, but even then you're still dry, just a bit cooler with a more northerly airflow. We end there on Sunday, August 24th, bit cooler, but still dry. Upper temperatures you can see are lower, and actually the 0 Celsius ice storm is coming into parts of Scotland there, and that might bring a bit of an autumnal crisp chill. Here is the ECMWF. So the ECM, once again, tomorrow, bright and breezy. That cold front will be clearing the south coast by lunchtime to leave a bright day. Cherish the cool weather if you like it, because we're going very warm and humid for Sunday. I feel like my speech, my delivery of how warm it will be is being biased by the fact that I'll be away next week in the UK. Sorry about that. I know I'm doing that, but yeah. Either way, it'll still feel quite warm. In Ireland, it'll still feel very warm and impressive in some way, but just not as much as it will in the UK where I'll be. Anyway, and you can see upper temperatures by Monday and Tuesday are looking warm to hot in many areas. We do not get the extreme heat, that plus 20 isotherm, though I don't believe for the ECM, but still, that's really warm. Wednesday, a trough comes through the country, and that would bring, oh, shut up, you ads, that would bring a possibly thundery breakdown and cooler weather with it. And by Thursday, Friday, we're one westerly slacker, but showery there, but it's quite warm at times. And by the next weekend, we've got a high pressure again originating in. So like the GFS 12 said, the ECM also goes for a warm and dry spell beyond this spell of warm and dry weather, continuing beyond mid-August. A slight interruption maybe around like Wednesday to Saturday, but after that, the high pressure does look like it's eager to come back in. Of course, I'm saying that now. Who knows? Maybe on Monday these models will be showing like low pressure to just rule for the rest of the year, our lives, eternity, and we're going into a bit more of a showery later part of August here, and that there across eastern USA towards Canada by the 23rd looks like the remnants of a tropical storm or hurricane. Some very warm air with that, and a deluge of rain. Right, UK Met Run, this is what the UKV is based on. So we do see again that high pressure originating through Sunday, Monday. Let's see what it does to get that exceptionally hot air through the UK. So yeah, we do see that plus 20 Celsius isotherm. That is a more northerly option for it. So I'm hoping that what the UKV just showed me will be just like something that just doesn't come off. But either way, Ireland's still warm as well. Some sunshine Monday and Tuesday, best days for Ireland. Then Wednesday, cold front does come through, and a bit more showery through Thursday, Friday. But through the weekend, possibly again by Friday, you can see the high pressure is again strengthening. So maybe the signal is, like with the ECM and GFS, to renew the warm spell through into the weekend and the following week. Here's the GEM. Once again, cold front comes through tonight and tomorrow, and beyond that, as the water high ridges in, then there's a Dexter becoming weakened and stuck to the west. And going through, we can see bit more thundery there through Wednesday, Thursday. A slack westerly as well, a bit cooler. But look at that, high pressure comes back by next weekend, so returning us to dry. And actually, for us, that would be favouring us, bringing up some really warm to hot air by that point. Out of interest, looking at the 2-meter temperatures forecasted. Let's see. So highs, I'm pretty sure that would be underdoing it, given what that's showing. But I would be surprised if that came off. Right, there's no way that if that came off, that England would only see 23 degrees. That's impossible, unless it's cloudy. And it's not cloudy, so clearly there's something wrong with the model. But I'd be expecting like mid to high 20 Celsius at least for the UK, and for Ireland easily, mid 20 Celsius easily done. With that, I sort of said, my God, Icon. I'll check what battery I am for. Jesus, Icon. I need to charge this more often. I do, but it's just bad luck. You see this in the video. It's bad impression. Icon. So, Dexter gets to the west, it gets stuck, and we see quite a dry and fine Monday and Tuesday. Beyond that, we get more thundery, but the Icon keeps low to the west, and we keep a more southerly winds. So that would mean it stays warmer, and maybe even more thundery, and that means that I suffer more in the UK. And we end up looking quite unsettled by next Friday night. I must say that the Icon is a bit dodgy lately. It's not been doing too well. First of all, it showed Dexter being a deep low on Sunday. That's not happening. Now it's showing that low to be to the west through Thursday, Friday, driving up some hot air and creating some big thunderstorms as shown by this chart here. Since what happened, what was forecasted with the big low Dexter on Sunday has not come off, I have reason to doubt that this will come off. So I'm putting a huge pile of salt on this. And finally, we have the arpège. Let's see what arpège does. So once again, this low, bringing in a cold front through tonight and tomorrow. that will bring some squally showers to the country. But otherwise, tomorrow afternoon, after it clears, we dry and bright, and I'll be cherishing the cool, fresh breeze for the last time. Into the weekend, Sunday, Monday, as Azure comes through, and that does open the door to some more southerly winds and warm and humid weather, and that might be triggering some thunderstorms, possibly through Monday evening, and again into Wednesday. Ending off, I might show you something else we'll see. Here's the GFS ensembles for upper temperatures. So you can see it's for Dublin. I might just bust up and go with somewhere like where I live. Why not? And let's look at this, because I feel like it's a bit further south in the country, and it might look a bit more interesting. Just to say, because it'll always be warmer here, put it that way. And you can see we're currently a bit below average, but that will not last, because by Sunday, you can see right at Sunday at midnight, that average line crosses that. The white ensemble mean crosses the red 30-year average for upper temperatures, right bang on Sunday at midnight. And what that shows you is that it'll be warm through any part of the week. We do see the peak of temperatures through Tuesday and Wednesday, I think, and it gets a bit cooler by Thursday onwards, but still we're above average. So that's what I mean. It'll still be warm, but maybe a bit more settled with a more westerly airflow. And some models, you can see the GFS run here, this bright green line, that goes a bit warmer again. So that is showing you that it's showing that other high pressure system renewing that warm spell. But other runs keep it cool, and some runs go very cool with like 2 degrees at 850 HPA by the 16th of August. So it's up for grabs. This first warm spell, definitely happening. We've been ages chasing it, and it's happening. But now it's just a second warm spell that we have to worry about. But I'll be in the UK enjoying myself. I'll not worry about it. Yeah. So that's basically it. Also, just a point of note as well, heatwave conditions for Ireland, you basically need, our threshold is 25 degrees for a heat wave. And you need temperatures each day as a maximum temperature to be at or above that temperature. So 25 for 3 days in a row to see a heat wave. Yes, so I doubt we'll be seeing a heat wave, more like just 2 days of that potential. Also, if I can find it, I should have maybe for the UK it's different, I believe. I don't know if I can find the map, but it basically shows you that for the UK it's different. For most areas it is 25 degrees, but in parts of the southeast, like London, as you saw on the map just now, London is 28 degrees, and for areas around London it's like 27, and for Midland areas it's 26. So yeah, that's the thresholds. So there are rules to this. It's not just just a heat wave, you know. So I doubt Ireland's seeing a heat wave due to those thresholds and the days that have to be met, you know. But for the UK, it's possible. Sorry if that was a tangent. I should probably have prepared that beforehand, but it just came to mind now. Hope you find it. Didn't find it. But I'll try to show you the map tomorrow. So with that, we come to an end. It's late in the evening. A lot of my mind recently, as you can imagine. Enjoy the fresh breeze on your face, and bye for now.